it's all so much fun. Like, I know people lie about that all the time, like who are on the TV, like we're all a really happy family and I'm having so much fun. But yeah, for me it's really a dream come true. You know, I've been kind of obsessed with vampires and werewolves and anything kind of like gothic fantasy since I was a child. So really, I'm just having the time of my life. I mean, I think actually the season is about the originals or the original family as a whole. So I'm hoping we're going to get to meet some more family members. You know, other siblings, my parents. I hope, and obviously I hope someone pulls the dagger out of Daniel Gillies and he gets to come back as well. I'm sure that's going to happen at some point. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing, learning a little more about our backstory as a whole and when the curse was kind of put in place and all that stuff. I think because Elijah almost killed me, because he sided with other people against me, because even though I gave him my word that I would take him to our family and I wouldn't betray him, I think it really, I'm really not an honourable character, so it really meant nothing to me to break my word. And I think ultimately Klaus wants to be the most feared individual in the world, and so for someone to sort of betray him like that and then at the last minute make a deal with him, he's not going to let that slide, So I think he really wanted to teach him a lesson. He probably knows he'll see Elijah again at some point. He probably doesn't think this is the last, he knows someone, all it takes is for someone to pull a dagger out. Maybe he'll pull it out himself, but I think it's really about kind of teaching him a lesson. Absolutely, yeah. I think he wants a family, and so he destroyed, he's killed all of his family, put daggers in all of their hearts, he carries them around in a shipping container, and I think he's looking to build a new family now. I think he wants to create more hybrids, more people who are like him, surround himself with something. It's like, I guess, someone who has had an absent parent, and so they spend their life trying to fill that gap, with someone else, with a series of kind of abusive relationships. I guess it's kind of like that for Klaus. He was never really accepted by his father because ultimately his father wasn't his real father. His mother had an affair with someone who was of a werewolf bloodline, and so he was always kind of hated by his father and not accepted by his siblings. And so I think there's a lot of kind of resentment there. And he's acting out. He's like I guess his mother overcompensated with love for him, so he was spoiled by his mother, resented by his father. So there's a lot of that kind of dysfunction all at the core of this. I think it's both. I think it's absolutely. Well, I think that at the moment there isn't any vengeance to be had. All of his family are in boxes, and the people who tried to break the curse failed. As far as Klaus knows, the doppelganger is dead. So I think really now it's about making sure he's secure where he is, building up an army or a family, however you want to see it, and kind of moving on with his master plan for Stefan. Before Stefan makes Klaus his bitch. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, like, how would that happen? I think here's a guy who's indestructible. There's nothing on earth that will kill him. I think it will take a long time. I don't know. But who knows? I don't write the show. Maybe it'll happen next episode. Suddenly I'll be wearing some sort of gimp mask.
Do you get a lot of fan reaction?
A lot of confused reactions, like, I know I'm really supposed to hate you, but I really love you, but I hate what you're doing, and so I guess it's sort of hard for people to process. I worked really hard before I aired on the show to endear myself to the fans on Twitter, and to sort of to make sure I was kind of going to do it justice and to understand the world, and so I think to a certain extent that's paid off. I try not to read, I read a lot of what people write on Twitter, but I don't sort of go into chat rooms and do all of that thing, because I know that can be that can throw you, and you always remember the one negative comment as opposed to the 10 good ones or whatever, But yeah, I mean,